Today we are back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. Today we're going to be going ahead and setting up our zombie farm and trying to get even skeletons as well. So currently, if we take a look since last video, which has not even been a day since that video was created, at the time I'm recording this of course, if we take a look at IS Slayer, we have zombies unlocked and I did do around almost half of the kills on this. So currently we have the spider farm. I did also modify it a bit off camera, made it so it doesn't jump when you're standing here and you just stand in the corner on the pressure plate, and I made it so string is the only thing that will be collected and you will get all your shards and whatnot from this farm, because I don't really want to take everyone's shards. I just want the progression for my island. That's quite literally it. One thing I want to do is also redo the spider farm. I want to make it super compact. It's of course still going to be in this chunk, it's just going to be super compact, so we're gonna go ahead and start doing the spider farm before we work on zombies and skeletons. All we're trying to do is prepare the farm for skeletons as well. We're not really gonna obtain them in this video, but we'll get them prepared so when off camera I can go ahead and just put them down right when I have them unlocked. Pretty simple stuff. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start picking up all these spider spawners that I have, and we're gonna redo this whole thing. And it looks like my alt has picked up a decent portion of these spiders, so I'm gonna have to log on that in a moment. I'm on my alt right now and it collected half of the spiders, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So I'm back on the main. I got all the spiders. We're gonna go ahead and start destroying this whole thing. We do need some more blocks just so we can go ahead and get rid of all the water. That's quite literally the only reason we need blocks for this. Now we need to go ahead and break all this, and I have a way more compact design that I was gonna do last video, but I really felt like I should show an alternative design that looks interesting for the video itself. Of course, you could use the design I made in my last video, which is the one we're destroying, but I want to make everything super compact for every type of spawner that I have. The downside with the design I want to do is they're not always gonna stay in the same spot, and you'll have to like push them around like with entity collision. To be fair, that's not a big issue, it's just kind of annoying. The one thing about the farm that we're going to be building is I'm only going to be picking up the drops of the things that are not really valuable to most people. That is really it. One thing I'm also going to do for the mob farm is probably put a sell bot and a upgrade in it eventually, which we should buy right now realistically, so we don't forget about it. The cheapest one is 9 million. We should buy that instantly because the next one is 10 and then the next one is 20. Okay, so never mind. There's like a ton for under like 20. Never mind. But either way, we got a good deal. So now we just need a sell bot is the real thing. So if we don't get a sell bot in today's video, we'll probably just make a hopper line going to this sell bot to sell all the loot from the mob farm. That's really all we can do for the time being, at least. Anyways, we need to throw out some of this stuff that we do not need. One thing we also need is a 8x8 permission block because we're only using this one chunk area. I don't want to use a 16x16. That is too big of an area and I don't really want to use that much space just for a public farm. So from this corner, we're going to go up 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the permission block would be here, but we go up another decent bit, which is I think right here, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the block would go here of course. So this would reach the radius of a little bit outside the chunk, and then this full chunk of course, which shouldn't be a problem. It'll be like probably 8 in each direction, so that's fine. So we're setting up the rabbit farm. This is what it's going to look like. I'm actually going to go ahead and remove this, and then we just need a trap door. So we go into shop, and we're probably going to need a ton of these, so I'll go ahead and buy a decent bit. We'll get like 16 or something. So what I'm going to do with the spawners specifically is put them kind of near the middle of the area and then the farms on the outside. One thing I'm also going to do is make one for chickens as well right here, and then we need to put the spawners kind of around here. I think we'll see. We'll figure out where we put the spawners when we're ready. So after quite a bit of actually trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rabbit and the chicken, I figured out a decent layout for this. So basically, whenever someone wants to come in public grind beforehand, I will usually have the mob right here dying and collecting its loot, except for shards. You will be able to get all the shards when you're grinding, just of course not some of the mob drops depending on if I need them. Basically, this contraption back here will make it so whenever someone comes along and wants to start grinding manually, we're gonna have a tube underneath the island that pushes the mobs around into this chunk over here, which then we will have a separate chunk where the mobs die and new stacks will spawn over here. Pretty simple stuff. So I have it done for rabbits and chickens. So now I'm gonna go ahead and build it for cows, of course, because we need to build it for them. So I need to go ahead and just get a default layout. I just realized we don't even need it to be a 3, it's a 2x5. So basically this would work, and then we go up one more. And by the way, when mobs take damage, I don't know if I mentioned it, but when they take damage on a magma block, it cancels out their despawn, which is really useful, from what I know at least. Anyways, this is gonna be where the cows are gonna be farmed, so we're gonna go ahead and get 2 slabs, one here and one here. Now we need to go ahead, set up the redstone, and I'll probably add add all the signs when I'm done this whole concept, I guess. So we go ahead, put a block here, and one thing you have to do specifically is get a stair of any kind. Put it here like this so it can actually use the redstone. And then we need redstone dust and a torch. Press this and it should work properly. There we go. I'm now just realizing I might have to move the permission block at some point, and I'm gonna have to remove the already placed down realm portals to a different chunk, like maybe this one, because I'm probably gonna need to have more room for all these spawners in the future, for public purposes, of course, and AFK. Also, I just realized this is supposed to be one away because we don't want the button to trigger the door. I completely forgot about that. I'm silly. So I think this should work. Let's double check. It does not. Okay, we gotta try this again. Okay, so I think I got it working with this little layout here. This should work properly. It's just extended by one block, technically, in a repeater. It's not too much difference from this one over here. So now if I press it, it should work normally. There we go. So for zombies, I have an idea. We put a trapdoor here, and then when someone enters with the zombie, they just go like this, and then sit in here with the zombie so it doesn't go anywhere else. I think we could do the same concept for this over here. So I think I'm gonna do that as well. So we'll go ahead, go like this, and usually you just need it open to start with. Then we'll put the slab there, so once you get in with the cow, you just go like that, and then you're in with the cow, and it can't escape. While I'm at it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some wool away, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove the realms for the time being. We'll just go ahead and move them in a different spot, I think, is the idea that I'm working with here. So we'll go ahead, pick up the permission, and then we'll move it right over here, so I think here's a good spot. Okay, this should work now. I have the full-on settings for this, so we go ahead, go out to this corner, and then we go to this corner, and then we go in that one, and that one. So now we have that moved over there, so we can work with this chunk, and I'm gonna move the permission blocks really quick. So from this corner, we'll go 8 blocks, and then the permission block. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then right here, and then we do it on this one as well. Permission block, 8 blocks out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me put it there, and there we go. So we have the permission blocks placed down, just not set up fully. So for spiders, I think we're gonna go ahead and put them right in the corner here. So let's go ahead and set that up, of course. So the spiders are a little bit more wonky, but it is what it is. So now we need to set up skeletons, which is pretty much just a copy paste of zombies. So what I'm thinking is I'm only gonna put the sign down for explaining how the AFK stack works. I think it's self-explanatory to push the mob into the slot. At least I think it is. So we'll go ahead and just name each one. So we'll put rabbit, and then we'll put chicken, even though they don't really matter much. Then we'll put cow, zombie, and then we'll put skeleton, and then this one is going to be spider. So I've went ahead and made a line to specify where the spawners will go, and now we're going to go ahead and set them up. So yeah, we'll have this 3 tall, and then we'll put a extra one down, and I think I'm going to buy some from shop just to make sure we have at least 6 stacks going. So we'll go ahead, go here, and then put those down, and there we go. So rabbits are done, and they'll spawn around here, and then we need chicken. So we go into PV1, and I should have a few of these, but they are going to be way more pricier than I really want them to be. Anyways, moving onwards, we're gonna go ahead, put the chickens down, and we'll go ahead, put this here, and then I need to go ahead, put this one down, and I need to grab more chickens from shop, unless there are some on AH, which is very unlikely. Yeah, it's very unlikely. So let's go in shop, go to spawners, and we're just gonna buy a ton of these. We need about 30, so we're gonna buy 30 more. So we have 30 here. We go ahead, place these down. So now we place them down, and we go here, boom, boom, and boom. So now we have the same amount for rabbits and chickens. So currently I need a ton of wool because I'm expanding upon these, and the reason I need to expand is just so I can put this taller so we can conserve where the spawners are and put them in the right spots. So I'm gonna go ahead, just put these all up another 5 tall, just so then we don't have to deal with the issue of them spawning up here potentially. The reason I don't care that this doesn't look too great is because I just want it to be effective for a public farm in some sort of way. We need to do this for one more farm, and then we are done, and then we can go back to placing spawners, and I'm probably gonna have to look on AH if there's any zombies, because I don't have many of those. Same with skeletons, I gotta buy those. Okay, so I placed the cows down, we put down around 40. Now we need to go ahead and look up if there's any more on AH. Of course, if it's cheaper than shop price, but I believe there is none. There is none cheaper than shop price, so we just have to buy them from shop, and we only need 20 in total here. So we'll go ahead, put these down, and then we grab the spawners, and we stack this up, and then we have a ton of spiders that are spare. So I put down half the spiders, and the problem I'm facing is our spawner limit. We can't place any more spawners. We can place like 10 more. So we need to go into island upgrades, go here, and we're spawner limit. Increase spawner count by 1,000. Let's go ahead, up this. Boom. This should help a decent bit because we only have 250 safety to work with beforehand when you have a default island. From my knowledge, we should be able to go ahead and place all these down now with no problems whatsoever. So now we have more spiders. Okay, so what I'm realizing is I kind of want to put down more cow spawners, and the reason for that is just because I want to have a decent amount of cows, because you get the Slayer treasures from, I believe, cows and below, and cows are the most reliable anyways, I believe. So it's best we just go ahead and make our cows kind of decked out for public farm purposes and just for AFK purposes, of course. So currently we have 8 stacked. So currently we have 8 cows here, 10 spiders, 6 chicken, 6 rabbit. Should be decent there. That should be good enough. I'm also going to go ahead and probably not put the spawners up this tall, but it's just a safety precaution, I guess. So I did, of course, have 10 spare spiders. It is what it is. Anyways, we need to go ahead and set up these zombies now. And if you look in shop, they're not obtainable. So the only way to obtain these is buying them off the auction house like I did for these 3, 500,000. And of course, grinding adventures and killing mobs. So we only have 4 down as of right now, even though I have 5 because I want to keep some here. So for the time being, it's going to be like this, which is unfortunate. So I need to go on AH and find some collection chests really quick before they go up in price, which they have gone up a ton. Okay, we're just going to buy these, even though it's probably not worth it. It is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and put the Sellbot down, and we're going to get this going. Put in its upgrade, of course, and we're also going to put a link chest on the top for iron fuel, which I do need to go ahead and place this properly. So I filled it up with iron fuel. We're going to add some collection chests now, so we need to go ahead, figure out which mob drops I want for the time being, because we don't have enough collection chests, of course. So for the time being in this chunk, we're going to collect all the cooked food, and then in this one, for the collection chest here, we're going to go ahead and collect some of the drops of the higher tier mobs. Technically, we need eggs, which is unfortunate, but it's used for recipes in the future. I don't think we're going to collect string since it's not used for specific recipes, and we might put that into my smelter system. And we need rotten flesh. And what else do I need? How much have I got set up? I think I already have 3, so I think we can't put any more. Yeah. All I know is with this setup that we're going to be rolling with, it's going to use a lot of collection chests at the end of the day, so I'm going to have to buy as many as I can off camera to expand upon this for the future. Anyways, I think we're ready to put up the permission blocks and call it a day. Okay, so it's working. I got this person tags, fantasy tags, to test it for me. Thank you. If you see this video, I appreciate you. So basically, we have to have levers, which is technically buttons in a sense. And then what else do we need interaction with? Damage entities, pick up XP, pick up items, no drop items, because I don't want that. And then public region. So we need these 4. So let's go to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then look for levers, and then public region. So this should be set up properly for both of these. I don't think there's any other permissions I need for this. So I got the cows in, and I don't think the doors really work too well. And this guy's also helping me push the mobs in there, so I appreciate them so much because they've been observing the whole time I've been setting this up, so that is amazing. And then what else do we need? We need the rabbits in, so we put these in. There we go. And then spiders are in the wrong spot, so we're gonna actually get these out of here really quick. All right, here we go. We're putting the spiders in, and there we go. We got all the AFK system working. Now we need to see if any of the loot's even being collected or if any loot's even dropping to begin with. So there we go. We got that set up. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead, put my alt down somewhere around on this area. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.